We in there?
Yes, sir. We in here. What's going
Yes,
on?
what's happening? What's happening? What's happening?
Another Monday.
Oh,
Another
jeez.
overreaction Monday. We got
Yeah.
some some good things to talk about today, baby.
Yes, sir. I'm glad our coach came back and got that win. It was gonna be ugly. It was gonna be real overreaction here. They took an L to the Bengals.
Nah, for sure. The Bengals came out strong.
Boy jumped out 21-0 on us. Almost had us off the sticks.
Yeah, man. It was
Uncle River 17 in here. that's Phil there. What up, Phil? What's happening, baby? Good game yesterday.
Yeah. Hey, shoot, cause I text you. It was 21-0. I said, man, it's ugly right now.
So it ain't looking good.
Yeah.
21.
But what you think of the win, man? What you think this game says about the Colts? Did Phillip Rivers, did he show you something yesterday? What you think?
Man, you know what? A lot of us, it was hard on Phillip this past week. And I think rightfully so. That comes with the job. That comes with our job, regardless of what position you play, but especially at that quarterback position. When the guys around you are playing well. He wasn't really pulling his weight, in my opinion. And he came out yesterday and made some of the best throws I've seen him make all season. Honestly, that touchdown pass to Jack Doyle was probably one of his best throws all year. But he made plays, man. They were down big. For him to have that grit, be able to come back, I think they went on like a 31-6 run to finish the game, and that's huge. You know how it is. Any win is tough to come by in this league. I don't care who you matched up against, especially going into that bye week, because that's kind of you halfway in, halfway out. So you can't be. So they did a good job of locking in, focusing, and finishing that game. And Phillip showed me something. I overreacted last week. I was ready to bench him. You said sit him down and have a conversation with him.
I had to calm you down a little bit.
Yeah. So they went your route, and shit, you was right. So what you thought about it though?
Nah, I think you kind of hit it on the head. Some criticism last week, just the way he was, was playing at the position. Just kind of felt like that was the one thing that was kind of holding them back to get them over the hump, man. But says a lot about that team, man. A lot about the character of the team. Being down 21 zip, man. A lot of times, man, you can tuck your tail and fold. But the team, man, they was able to come back, do some good things. Phillip made some good plays, defense flying around. In that second half, man. So I was happy they was able to get it out, get that win yesterday.
Yeah, man. And the young boy sealed it.
Sealed it.
They did a good job yesterday again of getting after the quarterback. But the young boy Blackman, he came in and just watch him. He looks wise beyond his years, got great instinct, flies around. I see some people comparing to you, comparing to some other players. He looks like he's gonna be a good one, man. He made a huge play in the clutch yesterday, game sealing pick. So that's huge for him, for his confidence, for the team's confidence in him going forward. So they're 4-2 right now, number 2 in the division behind the Titans, who stayed undefeated. So still a long season ahead, but they're in good position right now going to the bye week. They can't be mad at 4-2 going to the bye week.
Nah, not at all. Like you said, man. Jay Blackman, man. Crucial play. A great pick by the Colts, man.
Great pick.
Obviously doing their research, man. Obviously him coming off of ACL tear, and for them to do their research and go and get him, it's paying dividends right now. Because like you said, man, he's definitely making plays. Looks like a young vet back there, and man, they got something good. On that defense, man, on all 3 levels, man. He got some good young players, all 3 levels. So excited to see how he continue to grow.
Yeah, for sure, man. And I like in back-to-back weeks how the defense adjusted from the first half. into the second half. You saw them in the Cleveland game last. They didn't win the Cleveland game, but the defense played well enough, especially in the second half, to win that game. And then yesterday, you saw the same thing. They put up, I think, 24 points in the first half. The Bengals did, and I kind of said it going into halftime on my Twitter, like, hey, you don't go. They were down 21-0. You go to halftime 21-14. 21-24. Like I said, once they came back, there's no way the coach was coming out of there losing that game, and they closed it out, man. So shout out to them, man. But let's move on to another big game we were all looking forward to yesterday. That Tampa Bay Green Bay. It didn't go the way I thought it would go. I said that
not at all. Surprise.
Yeah, very, very surprised, man. What's your thoughts on that one?
Man, I just think it's one of them things, man. You could never. Obviously, we both had Green Bay going in, into that game. Just the way Green Bay was playing, the way Tampa was playing. But Tom Brady and company, man, they came out, did their thing. That defense, that secondary flying around, I definitely like that. Like the defense, what Tampa and them was able to do. Offense did some good things, running the ball. I would say one of my first times really seeing A-Rod a little flustered. You know what I'm saying? Sue and the front was kind of getting after him a little bit, putting their hands on him. So it was kind of interesting, man, just to see how that game really got out of hands. But hey, Tampa, they did what they were supposed to do. Yeah, man. It went. I say it went downhill from because the Packers they held the Bucs scoreless. Actually, the defense held them scoreless through the first quarter, up 10-0, I think, in the first quarter. And after A-Rod went in, they ended up calling him short. We had that celebration. That kid celebration. After that, it went downhill. So I don't know if the defense took offense. I don't know, what it was. The boy just got hot, but right after that, I think the next drive threw a pick six to Dean. Yeah. I think it was the quarters coverage or some type of fire zone. Then the series after that threw another pick. The 32, I can't remember his name right now, but you rarely see A-Rod throw picks, period, especially back to back. And then the rest of the way, he was, like you said, he was just uncomfortable. He was getting hit. Even when he was throwing the ball, making completion, he was getting hit. Sue was talking to him, he was in his face the whole time. And as you know, being coached up by good defensive coaches, that all that adds up. It don't matter if the play's blown dead, if through the ball is completed, like walk past that quarterback, touch him, talk to him, just be in his head, bump him, something. You know what I mean? So and that, you saw it add up all night. He looked very uncomfortable. What never really got into his rhythm or where he was kind of just in control of things. So, Todd Bowles and that defense came out and did a great job. Brady just had to be efficient. You know what I mean? It. Through under 20 yard. Ronald Jones been toting that ball. And that's a good formula to win. You already know that. Run the ball and good defense.
Yeah, Mike Campbell, that's what got the pick.
So that's a good formula to win. If you got a good defense, a stingy defense, making plays, turnover, you scoring on defense, and like you said, you're able to run that ball. Brady, don't turn the ball over. Get us, get us in those situations where we can put the ball in the paint.
Yeah, you saw Gronk get back involved.
Hey, Gronk looked good out there, man.
Gronk looked good. You saw Gronk, looking like his old self. But the most impressive thing, especially after that Thursday night game when we watched, and we all said both teams looked real sloppy. Thursday night is Thursday night, but I didn't expect the amount of sloppiness from Tom Brady or Bruce Arians. We both played for BA. Didn't expect that. Bunch of penalties. Brady yelling, Brady forget what down it is and shit. And then so for them to come out yesterday and have 0 penalties the whole game for wire, 0 assessed penalties. That shows leadership. That shows guys taking accountability and, playing disciplined football. And that's going to give you a great chance to win. So, hats off to Leftwich, BA, Todd Bowles, Brady and company, all the boys getting on the same page, man. That was good to see.
You ever bet on a team where y'all had no penalties?
Man, not that I can think of, I'm sure maybe one game, but, in New England, we were real – super big on being disciplined. But I mean, you're gonna have something, some type of holding, some type of bad call that's made, legal contact. Usually it's just something in there. But so that I don't know if I've been a part of a team where wire with no penalties. But that was probably the most impressive part of what they did yesterday.
No, for sure, man. Another surprising game. Denver, New England.
Oh man, yeah, we both picked the Patriots, didn't
we? Yeah, both picked the Patriots, man. What you think of that game? You watched that game?
I didn't watch much of it. I was watching. It was on the Sunday Ticket, so I had it up there. But I was looking a little more once they went down. I was surprised that the Broncos did get locked back, so I knew they'd have a better chance. But with Cam coming back, with Gilmore coming back, I'm just like, all right, there's no way they lose this game to the Broncos. But they made plays, man. They outplayed them. It shocked me. How much of the game did you watch?
No, I didn't. It was kind of the same thing, was watching a bunch of games and watching that New England game, man. It just another one of them things, just not getting in the rhythm. That last fourth down play, I felt like Cam should have hit that throw. I think that was a really easy pitch and catch. Denver went a cover zero blitz, and Cam missed the throw. But Denver, man, they as you say, any given Sunday, let's go out there. Any given Sunday, let's go out there and do what we do. They was able to get a big win.
Yeah, so Lindsey, looking at the stats, like I said, I didn't watch all of the game, but looking at the stats, Lindsey, he had 23 for 100 yards, so it looks like he pretty much controlled the pace. Locke didn't play well at all. 10 for 24, 189, 2 picks, no touchdowns. Patrick received at 100 yards. So, and then on the Patriots side, nobody really jumps off the stat sheet like that. Cam had 76 yards rushing, 157 passing, but like you said, talk about it, throw 2 interceptions. So, I think the Patriots, they're going to have to get something going on offense consistently. Cam was looking good before he got hurt. Before he went out with COVID. I think they pick it back up, though. I think they pick it back up and still make that division interesting, especially if the Bills catch an L tonight.
Tonight against KC. Man, Bills.
We both picked KC.
Yeah, we did, but I think the Bills gonna win that. They gonna win that division.
They gonna win the division?
Yeah, they gonna win that division.
I think what you call it,
Miami.
Might be too.
Hey, real.
I was watching them, and I know they played the bum-ass Jets, but
man, how long Gase? Man, what Gase got? Man, he got something on the owner or something.
Gase gotta have some news or something or somebody.
Some pictures, some videos or something like that.
Gotta have something.
Man, they got that donut yesterday. Miami still, Fitzpatrick, man, making it happen. Defense, they defense look good too.
Defense look real good. Every time I watch it, I saw Flacco retreating with just defending, just running. Cause I'm sure Florida is just sending that gas all day. Adam Gase, the offensive guru.
What you think about Tua, man? Getting a little bit tick last night.
I think it was cool. It was cool to see, especially knowing everything he's been through. He seemed like a solid kid. Had him and his family, man, getting shot. You saw Fitzpatrick was happy for him when he got out there.
Yeah,
that was dope. So them boys playing like that, and they don't even got the number 5 pick in there. So you can't. You got to be happy with that.
Yeah, I was happy to see him out there. And again, like you said, man, it seems like they have a good relationship, him and Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick, obviously, like you said, being happy that shit he was out there, get some burn, run around, fly around out there. So that was good to see. That was real good to see.
Yeah, man. And so my theory on Adam Gase right now is Joe Douglas and the Jets, they're gonna keep him there for the rest of the year to make sure they get Trevor Lawrence. And once he get that job well done, they secure that number 1 pick, then they're gonna get him up out there. Because that can be the only way I can logically see Adam Gase still having that job.
You think he's gonna last the rest of the year?
Yeah, because they got to make sure at this point now they're like, all right, shit, we gotta make sure we get this first pick. And this coach is doing a great job making sure we get there. But they mean shit. They gotta not trade away all the damn pieces. They just traded away Lev, didn't work. Traded away Jamal Adams.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, man, it's looking rough out there.
Yeah,
Feel bad for my dog Frank, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah. That's a tough pill to swallow right there.
Players and fans deserve better.
Sure, man. We had another good game. Baltimore and Philly.
Yeah, that game got closer at the end.
Yeah, they missed that 2-point conversion.
Yeah, man. I'm surprised to see Lamar playing. He's not playing like Lamar we saw last year. And you know, people gonna have some down weeks with that, but he's not. He don't look the same right now. So that court, I know they're missing Yonder. I know coming into the year, a lot of people from the outside don't know how much of a dog Marshall Yonder was on that front. And I don't know if it's that or something else going on, but you know, offensively, I think, and you know, playing as long as you played, you know, sometimes offenses kind of take, you know, the league by storm, you know, with a different scheme, different play the ball different, you know, and then once guys start to kind of catch up where you see, okay, the Bengals played well doing this, let's do that. And you know, he still got off a little bit yesterday, but don't look like that same offense. That defense is playing well.
Really well.
Carson made it close at the end though, and there's a lot of missing pieces with Philly, man. I'm hard on Carson, but there's a lot of missing pieces on the outside, up front.
No weapons. Yeah, and I was about to say that. No weapons on the outside.
Mm-hmm. That's tough to win.
And then I still think with Philly too, man. That Malcolm Jenkins was not signing Malcolm Jenkins back, man. I think that was huge. And I think a lot of times, even if, and I think a lot of times, like organizations take things for granted. Where you know you have a player like that in your locker room. He does a lot for your team. You know what I'm saying, as far as being vocal, and just having that piece where you know you can kind of have a base your foundation on, man, and not having him, not bringing him back, man. I think it's showing a little bit.
Yeah.
Not saying he was he was impactful though. He was impactful. I'm not gonna say
for sure.
I was about to say he wasn't crazy impact, but he was very impactful. Just playing a number of positions on that defense: the nickel, the dime, safety. Sometime and you know playing linebacker in some packages, man. I just think not bringing him back, and like you said, not Carson not having those pieces on the offensive side, man. It's rough for Philly right now.
Yeah, it's hard to compete on you know on that level when you got so many guys banged up. You know, guys got to step up, obviously, but it's a big drop off when you go from you know the guys that's replacing them to the guys that's supposed to be out there. But you know, as we always say, no excuses, no explanations
at all.
You got to try to get a win, and you know they made, like you said, they made it close. They came within the 2-point conversion at the end, and then you know Ravens got the ball and really closed it out. But it's tough, man. It's tough. It's tough. Oh, that Brown coming into it, you thought that Brown Steelers game was gonna be good.
Yeah, I did. Like, but that's one of them things. Like, it's crazy. So obviously it's crazy. You trying to pick your teams, who's gonna win. But with the Browns, man, you just don't know who you're gonna get each week.
Yeah.
And Baker, man, he was out there gifting them boys in the secondary.
But that one he threw the Minka. Oh my God.
So I'm looking at that like he was dialed in on his receiver before the snap. He knew who he was going to throw to because Minka, he dropped down on the same side.
Same side. It ain't even like he came from the back side. He was like, oh, you looking at okay. And he looked. And he threw it I don't know what the dude was thinking, man. I don't know what he was thinking.
And then the second interception, him scrambling, he just threw it up. You know what I mean? But I definitely thought it was going to be a closer game than what it was, a divisional game. You know, Cleveland at the time was 4-1, so I kind of thought they was getting their groove. I thought that was going to be that upset for Sunday. But shit.
You ain't picked the Browns, did you?
Yeah, I picked the Browns.
Oh, man.
I picked the I picked the Browns. I picked the Browns. But hey, it be like that sometimes. It be like that sometimes.
You can't trust Baker. You can't trust Baker. Even with the games they're winning, you can't trust them in the second half to make those plays to either get your team back in it or keep them winning. Even in the win they had against the Colts last week, Baker played horrible in the second half. Threw 2 picks in the second half. I want to say they had like 19, 20 yards, something like that. You still can't trust him in those situations. Now, when you're running for 300 yards against the Cowboys, I could play quarterback at that point. But even on the Cowboys film, there was a lot of guys running, open that he missed, reads that he didn't make. So you still can't trust Baker in that situation. And he came in banged up. So that's why you don't really know what you're going to get from those guys. But going into it, I knew, the Steelers going to get that win. The Steelers lost, man. They lost that in Bush.
Yeah, that's
year with torn ACL.
That's tough.
That's tough, man. Because they kind of I wouldn't even call them a sleeper for they real contenders.
Real contenders.
They're real contenders for that defense. Big Ben still kind of looking. They undefeated. I still don't think Big Ben is playing up to his level. Now, will he ever get back to that level? We don't know. But Claypool is coming along. Juju. I think Juju's always, I think he's going to be a solid, very, very good number 2. Somebody got to emerge to be that one. It's going to be Claypool. It's going to be Deontay Johnson. But that's a very good ball club right now.
Claypool, man, he out there making some plays. He's playing good ball. Good ball.
Yeah, he is.
I ain't know. Pause. I didn't know Buddy was that big.
Claypool?
Yeah.
Yeah, they called him like the next. Now I ain't gonna say the next Megatron or like that, but
he gotta make some plays. He gotta make some more plays. But
like 6'4", 230, I think, something like that.
Yeah, 6'4", like I think I said like 238 or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
man. Let's talk about Kirk Cousins and how he robbing the bank.
He robbed me this week. I thought it was gonna be that. I said, I ain't betting on the Falcons, man. Even though they get Julio, I told myself I'm not betting on the Falcons, even though they get Julio back. I literally said that and watched the game. Julio go off. Matt Ryan want to go off. Beat the dog shit out of the Vikings. Kirk Cousins out there robbing the bank, robbing the blind, man. That shit
robbing them blind. Robbing them
Kirk Cousins. I think now Jared Goff has had a Super Bowl appearance, but Jared Goff is a very average quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Very average. And I say the same thing about Jimmy G. All these guys, man, listen, Jimmy G, Kirk Cousins, Jared Goff, a plethora of other guys, all these guys locked up long-term money. Good. My man Dak out here banged up on the damn franchise. That should be having me hot. Kirk robbed me yesterday.
Question for you, right? So how you feel about, I know, it's a conversation out there as far as quarterbacks go. Basically, if you're a starting quarterback, you can really break the bank. Like how you feel about that?
You said as a starting quarterback?
As a starting quarterback. So if you're a starter in the NFL, and even if you're a starter in the NFL, you're gonna really break the bank. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know how I feel about, like you said, Kirk Cousins. It's some quarterbacks that's very, very average. That's starting for some teams, and they robbing folks.
Yeah, I mean it's such an important position because it's like, I mean, these guys touch the rock at pause. They touch the rock every play.
Every play.
So it's really in their hands. And going into a game, so you play a lot of games running out of the tunnel with Peyton Manning as your quarterback. And shit. As long as we got 18 out there, same thing with Brady or Luck or Campbell. Hey, as long as we got this cat out there who knows what he's doing, who's in his prime, we got a good shot. We got a good shot to win this thing. So that's why I feel like they're worth the money. But at the same time, I just want it to kind of be like almost like a standard where everybody kind of treated it on the same, hey, you're a quarterback, you're an average quarterback, whether you black, white, drafted in the first round, second, fourth, undrafted. Once you're a starting quarterback, hey, you should be paid as such. If everybody else can, this bag shouldn't be any different. So that's my only issue with it. But they're definitely, they're important, man. They're important. Is it very, very important? And shit, the backup quarterback is important too. You look at Dallas right now. If they didn't have a backup, this season would pretty much be over.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. I mean, they deserve the bread, I guess.
You guess, huh?
Mm-hmm. I guess, but Kirk Cousins, boy, whoo, he make you second guess some shit.
Man, that's yeah. He played.
You had that Bears Panthers game.
I had the Panthers, man. I had the Panthers. Yeah, man. I think it was gonna be another one of them tough games. I just again looking at that the way the Panthers was playing. I thought they was gonna be able to pull that off because even though the Bears was 4-1, I really wasn't sold.
Sold them. Yeah,
I really wasn't sold on them. But they got the win, and I guess I'm sold on them right now.
I mean, I'm still not sold on Nick Foles, man.
Yeah,
he's just a guy. Maybe he's just a sixth man of the year. Like maybe he's a guy you can't just trot out there and say he's going to be a starting quarterback. I mean, he found a way to get a win against the Bucks. He found a way to get a win against the Panthers, but I just think, I don't know. It didn't look from the parts of the game that I watched. It didn't look like he was, ladle throws, guys that dropping picks. Their defense is just playing so damn good. Like that 4-man rush they have. And if it's one thing, if I'm coming into a coordinator position, defensive coordinator position, I go to the head coach or the owner, whoever, and say, GM, and I say, hey, look, y'all just got to get me a 4-man rush. If y'all get me a 4-man rush that can get after this quarterback, I can make it work with whatever else I got on here. If I got 4 guys who can cause hell in that quarterback, I can figure the rest out. And that's what the hell they got in Chicago. And then on the back end, they got very, very, very good players. Fuller, with even the rookie, Jalen Johnson, he gave us some plays yesterday, which he's going to give up. He made some plays as well. Eddie Jackson, the superstar, he had 2 touchdowns called back in the last couple of weeks. I know he's sick. So they got players. Obviously, Khalil Mack up front, but they got players all over that defense. Chuck Pagano calling the shots. He's back in his coordinator position. So that defense is carrying them right now. And if Nick Foles has, I guess, more time to figure it out, him and Nagy, they could be a threat. You saw some cheats in the armor for the Packers last night. So and it started with that rush up front. And Bears got person on the back end, so they can definitely compete for that division. But I think Foles got to start playing better.
Yeah, I like Kyle Fuller's game, man. I know you kind of talked about it before, but he got his big boy pads on lately, man, because he out there thumping, man. And it just goes to show a complete corner. Physical. I think it might have been JP Gerard Powell was kind of saying that. That off coverage, he plays that to the T. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And again, like you said, that defense, they're definitely making plays. They flying around. So definitely good to see.
For sure, man.
That boy, Tashawn Gibson, the safety for the Bears, he called me out yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Panthers.
Yeah, I picked the Panthers. He gonna say, all right now, OG, you done picked against us every week now.
See, that's what I was doing with the Panthers. And they made me wrong 3 weeks in a row. And I actually said it on a little video I made on my IG. I said, I've been picking against 3 weeks since C-Mac went out. They've been proving me wrong. So I said, shit, I'm going to pick against them again. After, maybe it's good luck. Okay.
Man, I was getting called out crazy yesterday. That boy Eric Ebron called me out too.
The Browns?
But the Browns, he was like, man, when I seen this, I just laughed. I'm like, shit, man, my fault, man. Y'all stalled me out, man.
Gotta be accountable, man. Who you got tonight? These 2 games tonight.
Man, I got KC, I got Kansas City, and I got Buffalo.
Bro,
Who you got?
that's a fine, bro.
Oh shit, damn tripping. I got Casey in Arizona. My fault. I got Casey in Arizona. I'm tripping.
Yeah,
I'm tripping. That's a fine.
I got the same two.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got the same two.
Players fuck up.
And I got Kyler Murray on the over. I think it's 286.5. Got him over against that suspect Cowboys defense. But who else we got, man? What other game? Titans
Texans. That was
Titans Texans. That came down to be a good one.
Hey,
Derrick Henry, man.
Boy, I was about to say the same thing. That boy had 200 some yards. For him to be Paul that size and the home run ability that he has, man.
He went 94 yesterday.
94.
They gotta put him in the Madden 99 club.
Hey.
After that stiff arm, my man Jay No. And then he going out there and ran for 200.
200 them things.
Man, he a problem, man. I know. I played against him a couple times, and I told you before, I prefer actually those bigger backs, those taller backs. But he a different beast.
Yeah,
he a different beast. As big as he is, he like the belts, man. He like the belts. The more you keep him in that box, I feel like guys should do a little better against him. Damn, 200.
So
Tannehill playing well too.
I think guys, man, when you as a defender, I think going into the game, I think guys are thinking about it so much as far as that stiff arm. Because in my mind, it's like, I'm gonna go shoot my gun. Like I'm not going to sit and wait for him to potentially stiff arm me, because that's like if you have somebody that has a good stiff arm where the timing is right and all that. For me, man, shoot, I'm gonna go out there and shoot that outside leg, man. If I miss, I miss. Hopefully, my 10 other guys they're coming to run, but like a big back like that, you want to make him stop and start.
You gotta make him stop his feet,
yeah, make him stop his feet, start. So just go out there. Nobody likes anybody shooting at their legs. So get them kneecaps, hit them shins, and hold on. But I think a lot of guys they be waiting for the stiff arm.
Yeah, you saw Jay No. He came in there, and it's a technique. You break down the stiff arm, and you go for the tackle. Once you come out, you break it down. And he kind of went early with the break. He kind of had it up here, and Henry just hit him with the ha. And my move used to be, and I did it. Matter of fact, against Henry, you kind of come up like you about to try to, and he just like you said, outside leg. You got to go attack the outside leg, wrap up. Shit, roll. Do what you got to do. He gonna go down. Once you get that leg, once you hit it right, he gonna go down. So,
yeah.
So that's for sure, man. But Texas playing a lot better since Billy O been gone. Honestly, they playing inspired football under Romeo Crennel. We don't know. Usually, you see once the coach get fired, kind of galvanizes the team. You saw the Falcons; they came out played well yesterday after firing their head coach and the GM. You don't know how long that's gonna last, though. So, we'll see if we see a new Texas team for the rest of the year. If we see a new Falcons team for the rest of the year. The owner said Raheem Morris had to go 11-0. So he off to a good start, I guess. 1-0 right now. So we hope the Falcons pull off 10 more straight.
Man. That's going to be tough.
That's going to be real tough.
Man,
Lions, Jags.
Hey, who you had Washington in that Giants Washington game, right?
Yeah, we don't even need to talk about that.
Okay. I just want to make sure.
But I had Washington, so Giants got dubbed in that. Rams 9. Did you watch that game last night?
Yeah, I did, man. I had the Rams. San Fran, my old mob. Just coming off that last week's loss, man. I thought the Rams were going to be able to come in and do some stuff, man. But obviously, San Fran, man, they getting healthy. Jimmy G, yeah, came out to play. Jimmy G looked a little better. What you think? What you think of the game?
Nah, same thing. They look good. They look better. Came out to the lead, never really lost it. Kittle is dominant. Kittle's clearly the best player on their team. Like I said, I think Jimmy G's the average quarterback. But once he gets the lead, got that run game going. And once they get in a 4-minute situation, Kyle Shanahan and that 49ers team is probably the last team I want to see in a 4 minutes. So 4-minute situation is basically like 2 minutes is a situation you get the ball, you got to drive it down and get points. Sometimes it's a field goal, sometimes a touchdown. So that's a whole situation that we practice every week in football as defense. 4 minutes, the same thing. Offense and defense. That's a game situation. Like, hey, we got the ball. It's 48 left on the clock. We got to get a couple first downs and finish this game, run this clock out. You want to be safe, keep the clock running, safe passes, run. And that's what the 49ers are best at. A lot of misdirection, run game. They can hit a gap, get it first, play action, sprint out, get it to the fullback, get it to the tight end. So they just got so many different things that Shanahan and that offense does that as soon as they got a 4-minute mode, I was watching my brother. I said, it's over. It's over. You got to get the ball back. And that's what they did. They do a great job with that. So as long as they're in that situation as an offense, as a team, they're good. And they got to be down 10, 14 points. I don't know if I can trust Jimmy G to go out there and, be the guy.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, man, you kind of hit it. That critical 4 minute, man, is very, very critical.
Mm-hmm.
Very critical. As a defense, if you can get off the field, that's great. Be able to get the offense the ball back. But as an offense, like you said, if you're able to get some first downs, run that clock out, that's good stuff. Sure.
Yes,
we'll ask a couple of these questions. This was for you too. I think he asked you the same thing. My hardest hit. Who and what game? I think two stand out, but I think one of my hardest hit was against Jamal Charles. When he was in Kansas City, they came in Indy. Came through the hole. I met him in the hole, forced fumble. I'm gonna have to get that clip.
Yeah, they might throw this on the post production.
Yeah,
to throw that on the joint.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to find that. Yeah. It was the same for you too.
Okay, one of them, 2011, I was with the Panthers. I caught Matt Forte. We had Forte on the show a couple weeks ago. Caught him good. And my best one, I would say, I caught Adam Thielen, 2000.
Yeah, I remember.
17, I think. 2000. Maybe 16. I caught Thielen. Ooh, yeah, I caught Thielen bad. He had beat my corner. I think Bradford at the time was the quarterback. Sam Bradford threw him a fade ball. I was coming out the post, lined him up, and knocked him out the game. He was, healthy. Came back the next game, but that one felt good. I wasn't no big hitter. I only got a few of them.
Yeah,
I was one of them.
Another question from Chris Pink. Have either of you ever played with a linebacker duo that flies around like David and White?
Ooh. Nah, I tell you, I haven't. That's. I played with some good linebackers in my career, but those two, they remind me a lot of Patrick Willis and Navarro Bowman. The boys was humming. Just how they fly around sideline to sideline. They'll meet you in the backfield. You can blitz them. They can cover. They are two. And Levante David been doing this for a minute. He's been right up in it. Even when Luke Kuechly and Bobby Wagner, like Levante David was right up in that conversation. It has been. And I just think he's getting a little more national attention because now you got Brady over there. Now you're there on prime time more. But he's been that dog. So
no, for sure.
I personally haven't. I haven't seen many combos like this, honestly. So what about you, Twan?
Nah, I think you hit it on the head, bro. Like with Pat Willis and Navarro Bowman. When I went out to San Fran, I was hoping and wishing I could be on the field with those boys, man. But Navarro, he was still coming off of a ACL, a knee injury. So I played with Pat, and then he ended up retiring after that year. And that next year, I played with Navarro, but I wasn't able to play with both of them at the same time on the field. So I haven't, to answer the question, I haven't. But like you said, man, them boys they playing real good ball, real good
They
ball.
flying around. Todd Bowles. Actually, it was a question about Todd Bowles. I felt like, where is it? That's why we talking about them. Oh, there you go. All right, with the season Todd Bowles is having with Tampa's defense, do you see him getting another shot as a head coach in the future, or is the era of defensive-minded coach lost? I don't think they are lost. I think there's still some good, very, very good defensive coaches out there that'll still get shots. It just really comes down to what the GM wants.
Mm-hmm.
And you see Matt Rule. Matt Rule's a defensive guy down in Carolina. He's doing well. I think Bowles should get another shot. It's hard for me to say he will, but he's definitely deserving. Another guy, Robert Saleh, I'm not sure how to pronounce the name, out there with the 49ers. They've had a ton of guys banged up and still playing very, very, very good defense.
Mm-hmm.
So I think both of those guys should definitely get a shot. Todd Bowles is definitely deserving. He was fired for Adam Gase up in New York. And so if Adam Gase still out here with a job, Todd Bowles damn sure you should. I did the job. Adam Gase out here with the head coaching job. So he should be, but we know how it goes sometimes.
Yeah. Jimmy Dean.
We got a little bro in here too. Denzel, I got your question next. Denzel, what he said? Moss and T.O. Oh, that's easy for me. That's Randy. That's Randolph. We're going Randy Moss every day of the week. Yeah. T.O. was a dog, though. Was a dog. Another first ballot Hall of Famer, so it's one of those, hey, tomato. But for me personally, give me Randy. Give me 84. Let me throw 84 out there. I like him with two guys on him, so I got to go Moss.
Woo, that's yeah, that's a tough one. I called T.O. Towards the end. I probably have to go with Moss as well. But like you said, T.O., man, he did do a lot. I think he did bring more as far as package wise.
Hey, yo! Bro, you a wild boy, man.
Man, come on, bro. Man, yo. Man, the versatility, you gotta grow up, yo. You gotta grow up. You gotta grow up. You gotta grow up.
Package wise.
Man, next question, man. Get out of here. Bro. You gotta grow up.
Little bro. Oh man, it's my little bro Denzel. Are the Bills a real playoff contender, or are they faking it? So you heard AB. He still got him winning. Still got him winning that division. I think with that quarterback, Josh Allen's playing. I know he had a rough out last week, but we'll see him again tonight. I think they're definitely a contender. They're a contender. AFC, I think right now, AFC, you got Kansas City, Buffalo, Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh is they up there. And me personally, I'm not counting out the Patriots. Shit, or the Colts. Phillip Rivers come out and play like he did yesterday. And we still haven't seen the best of T.Y. I don't know what's going on with T.Y. and Rivers and that connection right now, but I still think it's a chance. He's only 30 years old. I still think it's a chance he gets hot. And if they bring that element to the team, the sky's the limit for them. So those are my team. Those are my contenders on the AFC. So yeah, bro, I think Buffalo definitely contender. What you think? I know you say you think they're going to win the division. So
yeah, it definitely. I feel they're a contender. Like you said, offense is playing well. The defense is playing well. So I think they, like you said, I think they're gonna take the division. They're definitely a contender. Definitely.
No. And let's go right into it. It still is the best team in football. They're in the argument. They're in the argument. For me, like I said, they're undefeated right now, and I still don't think we've seen their best game. Even as good as they're playing on defense, I still think there's room to go there. And losing Bush, whoever steps up for Bush, it's an opportunity. But hey, Denzel, man, if you're still in here, let me know. 'Cause I know your boy UG player. I think he was Bush's backup. Let me know if he's gonna be in there. It's Gilbert, but Pittsburgh, they up there. They're in conversation for sure.
They are. So who you got in that division? Them or Baltimore?
Man, I'm damn sure not counting Lamar Jackson out. I just think they just got to fine-tune some things with offense. Their defense is playing outstanding. It's tough. It's tough for me, honestly. It's going to come down to them. Probably like one of the last game or two between them. So that's going to be a good one. I can't pick a dog in that race right now, honestly. I can't do it. But, it's going to be a close one. It's going to be a close one, too. Denzel, man, Sean, he on here wilding, man. Jimmy, he on here wilding one day. I don't know, bro.
Yeah, y'all got to grow up for real. Y'all got to grow up. Y'all childish.
Titans contenders.
Yeah.
Let's put Titans there. Titans contenders, man. They still undefeated. But you got Wyatt Edwards. If the Colts were to try and bring either of you back just as a veteran leader or whatever, if the price is right, that's always key. The price is right for a lot of things. The price is right. Would you be willing to? I know you're still in playing shape. You're still ready to roll.
Yeah. I mean, like you said, the situation has to be right. Situation has to be right. I would definitely think about it. I would definitely be up to it.
Yeah. If I come in as a player, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm stealing.
Hey,
I'm stealing.
But that's what the OG say. Like, you gotta steal you one.
You gotta steal you in year two. And if I come back, I'm stealing. As far as money wise, but actually, you know what? I wouldn't be stealing because we talked about Malcolm Jenkins not being in that Philly locker room anymore, and it's a lot of things that can't really be. You can't really calculate. You can't really add it up. You can't really look at the analytics and say, "Oh, that player brings that." Because just having certain guys in your meeting rooms, having certain guys in the locker rooms, having certain guys on the practice field, the game field, the sideline, like that stuff can be priceless. Going over things, guys seeing things that others don't. So you definitely get your money's worth. But as far as playing, I that's not where my mind been at. But I'll definitely come in. Be a consultant or something, be out there, come in, put me on IR, and let me just chop it up. But the price would definitely have to be right. Crib, the kids, not be around them as much and stuff like that. But yeah, that's what role I would come in. But playing wise, nah, y'all stole from me enough, so I'm definitely still I'll come back. He said, Chris Payne said, yeah, the Titans are contenders. They got a damn running back. They got a damn running back.
That's real.
Yeah, this is a good question.
Yeah, it is. What is the best red zone defense for pass and run? Red zone is you break the red zone down into different components. You have the tight red, the high red. So I think it depends, man. I always in the tight red. If you have the guys that can do it, cover zero. Sure. If you got the tight red, if you got the guys to do it, I think that's ideal. That's ideal. I think obviously also in the red zone, and I think we kind of talked about it once before versus the pass. If you could drop 8, kind of asked you as far as like out there in New England, you see a lot of times they'll drop 8, get guys in those passing lanes in those windows. That could be a good thing as well. You know what I mean? So
yeah. Dropping 8, when he's saying that just rushing 3 guys, the other 8 got to drop. And once you get in that tight red zone, that's kind of like, 8 and in. Everything like is just so tight. It happens so fast. And you got to do one or the other. You either got this is my philosophy at least. You either got to once you get down there, you got to drop a bunch of guys in coverage, or you got to sit in the house. Make shit happen fast. And when you sit in the house, when you go on cover zero, DB got to protect the inside. You see a lot of slants, a lot of posts. That's what people want to run. And then good quarterbacks, once they ID cover zero, that's when you'll get the corner routes from the slot. They're just gonna kind of throw it up to that back pylon. So you just got to know as a DB. You got to know what you're running. You also have to know your weaknesses of that defense and how you're going to be attacked.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you run the cover zero down there, the disguise is kind of out the window. Because we need you. If I'm a cover guy, I don't care if your ass line up in the 3-point stand. I need you to get home. Because I'm anticipating this ball coming out. So if this guy can run in and then whip back out, I'm going to be beat because I'm dropping my nuts. I'm going for that slant, for that dart, whatever it is. So if we play cover zero, the disguise out of the window. So if we play against a Brady or A-Rod or somebody like that who I've seen it 1,000 times, they're going to give you something. So you got to be ready to work with your nickel, your corner, your safety, to swap some things, pick routes, things like that. So it's no one call to cover anything, but if you anticipate something based on game planning, you make your call. But the most important thing about making that call is knowing the weaknesses of that call, knowing the strengths of it, everybody being on the same page. So, I mean, I hope we answered your question.
Yeah.
Tizel to my you have a guy like Jerry Dudley on the sideline, priceless. Hey, we all know what Jerry Dudley brings to that program, right?
Hey,
what would you rank? Which one you got?
And Diggy 818. They say DBs are receivers that can't catch. Do you agree? And when did you know you were made for the defense? Man, DBs can catch. I just think a lot of times, man, we coming at a different angle. You know what I'm saying? Just as far as, you know, we're reacting. You know what I mean? We're reacting, and a lot of times, and you know, you get your opinion on it too, D. But just like on deep balls, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like the way the trajectory of the ball from a receiver standpoint to a DB standpoint is just a little different. You know what I mean? Just, you know, trying to find the ball sometimes, but that's where your I would guess your ball hawks, your playmakers, that's where they excel. Ed Reed, Marcus Peters, that's where they separate themselves, where they can find the ball, they can, you know, do those tough, you know, those tough downs. You know what I mean? But I know I've seen a lot of DBs who got good hands. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like you said, a lot of DBs can catch. You definitely hear it a lot. They're like, oh, if I could be receiver, I'd be playing receiver. I mean, if I could catch, I'd be playing receiver. You hear that a lot. But for me, I know receiver was such a dependent position. Like my high school coach throughout my career, my little brother Denzel, he played at Akron, and he was his DB coach at Akron as well. And he always told me, man, you would have been a better receiver. You would have been a better receiver. I played some receiver my senior year in college. Did a receiver workout at my pro day. But it's just such a dependent position. You got to have a good O-line. You got to have a good quarterback. You know, once you start balling, you're going to be doubled. So you still got to have a quarterback who can find a way to coordinate that can scheme you open and shit. So, I mean, it's a lot of that is like, man, cats like, man, I just rather go over here and just lock up. Because now I know it's a lot more on mine. It's a lot more about what I can do now. Regardless of what's going on around me, I know, all right, I got this assignment. I can do this as a DB. I'm still going to get my opportunities to make plays. So you're trying to get drafted. You're trying to get, you know, be an All-American and do all these different things that I was trying to do. You know, make that choice. I'm going to go to DB. But as far as these hands, these shits was all state, baby. I was top 3 on any team I was on, in my opinion. But,
you was on hands team?
Yeah, I was. So
as a blocker,
my hands team. Funny story about hands team before we get off. I was on hands team. Matter of fact, everywhere I've been in the league, in college, but in college it was this one-on-side kid I caught. Pittsburgh Panthers went up, and I mean, I'll post a picture. I'm gonna send it to Tone so he put it on post production. Man, if you look at the picture, like my knees was like at Cat's head, like I went I climbed the ladder to get up there.
All right, man.
Dude hit me. Man, I came straight down, landed on my head. And after that, I'm like, man, this hands team, this ain't for me. So I've been over. They bring me in there, they put me in a position. I tell coach, hey coach, and this happened in the league with Midge and Indy. He put me there. I think Reggie had got hurt or something. Hey man, you go ahead. I said, coach, I'm gonna be real with you. Like, I'm not the guy you want that. I'm not. I was good being second on the depth chart, but now you moved up first. I'm not the guy you want that there because I'm gonna be thinking twice. And so I'm straight on the hands team.
Yeah.
But no, I wasn't blocking. I wasn't blocking like you. I know you was on the front line and shit.
I don't want no problems at all. I don't want no problems on that hands team. You can have that.
I'm straight. Best secondary out of the. What you got? Keep money. Best secondary out of four teams playing tonight. Cardinals, Cowboys, Bills, Chiefs.
It would definitely have to be between Kansas City and Buffalo.
Agreed. I know. They getting Butler back, right?
Yeah, they are. I think as a whole though, I think I'm gonna have to go with that's a tough question.
I'm gonna go with Kansas City.
Yeah.
They got skinned up last week from Derek Carr, but they got humbled as a team. But I think they've. I'm gonna take out of 4 teams tonight. I'm gonna take Kansas City Chiefs.
Kansas City, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely have to be between for me, Kansas City or Buffalo.
Yeah, Buffalo they've been banged up at the corner position. Hopefully they get their guys back. But most impactful player I'd say, man, come on, that's the Honey Badger. Honey Badger, you kind of always if he playing, he puts his fingerprint on the game at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, man.
Man, here we go, man. Got another episode.
Another episode of the books. This will be out tonight, audio, and then we'll be back Wednesday.
Yep, back Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Is Ty coming on Wednesday?
Yeah, we get Ty. Tyvon Branch. Matter of fact, I'm texting right now to remind me. So Tyvon Branch, that's my best friend. Met my dog on our recruiting trip in 2004. Our recruiting trip to UConn, and we've been locked up ever since. My dog, so he's gonna be back at a 10-year career in the NFL. Also, teammates with Antoine. So it'll be a great conversation you don't want to miss, man.
T. Branch, tackling machine.
Yes, so shit, we out, man.
Yeah, y'all be good, man. Y'all have a good Monday. We out.
I'm gonna go.